What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. And we are here in New York, which you may or may not recognize, depending on if you watched the live stream at the end of last week. It started out as just optimizing, but I did end up throwing in quite a bit of stuff. So let's fly around the map and take a look. So we have this good old road station here that we've got a few lines running through. We've got our train line out this way, which is double tracked and all, out to Edison. And as far as the road lines here, we've split up the big purple line, or this line here that wasn't making that much money. And so now Newark and Edison run through the Edison train station. Jersey City, New York City, Brooklyn, and Queens run through the New York City station. And New Rochelle and Yonkers are gonna run through New Rochelle once I modify this line. No, manage the line. So you are taking out Miller Street and New York City. And then there's 20 vehicles. We don't quite need 20. And we'll cut out like 7 of them for now. Go get rid of yourselves. Okay. So that's that for down here. Like I said, just mainly tweaked the lines, put in the stations for them all to run through, and fixed this bridge, which I say fixed, that's a loose term. It's better than it was. I've got the screenshot somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But like, I zoomed in and the start of the bridge here was just like 80 degrees straight up. So now, like, these things struggle a little bit going over these poor horses. But once they get over the top, they're fine. We'll address that at some point. But for now, it works better. So really the only choke point we've got over here is right here. And I guess it's kinda the railroad crossing's fault. So, let's fix it. Now how are we going to fix it? That's the age-old question. If I could ever get to my bulldoze anyway button. Come on now. There we go. Which we're gonna fix that bridge if we can ever get rid of it. There we go. We'll fix that in a second. Alright, nope, not rail. Road. Come out. Already gonna start you going up. Maybe. I don't want to go too steep. Because then we're gonna end up just like that other one. Let's see, can we get out of the bridge pillar collision? Right there? Can I get a little further away? Alright, that's good. Good enough. So then we hook back up there. Which that's not the greatest bridge in the world, but it's a bridge. I mean, it's one of the bridges of all time. This one is still gonna be kinda in the river, but that is what it is. But now our lines still function, and we're not getting held up by the choo-choos here. So traffic should flow a lot easier, of course, though. Remember what I said about not much better off than okay. Yeah. I was right, that was one of the bridges of all time. So we're gonna try. Going under it didn't work. Maybe. Construction not possible. Alright, what if I bring off little road nubs? Let's see, were you? Yeah, you were pretty flat. Alright. Now, I feel like they're just gonna have as much trouble getting out, but let's see. That wasn't very nice of you. Cassandra Watson and her horse just cut off our bus. Okay. So I guess that works for now. We at least don't see the issue as much. And we're gonna give this time to work out because we just let a lot of vehicles bunch up at once. So that's its own problem. So let me see here. Alright. Of course, autosave. The autosave runs so frequently because I've gotten burned way too much by this before. 40 people waiting on this line. We're running 16 buses. Well, guess we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Meanwhile, on this end, during the stream, we extended to New London. After the stream, actually right before doing this, I double tracked. So we now have dual track all the way up, except here where we have triple track because we are bringing tools down from Worcester. Which production is we're only getting 54 on the lumber though, and that's all you're making. Why is that all you're making? Because we're only getting 29% of the logs. Oh, I really don't want to have to make this a train. I really don't want to have to make this a train. How feasible even is a train? You know what? Let's give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, we can always send it back to trucks. Anyway, if you didn't catch the stream last night, Right now you're witnessing one of the features of the autumn update when it fully releases. Right now it's currently out just on the beta testing branch. They've updated the snapping mechanics, which that's a little obnoxious right there. Not gonna lie. But oh, why won't you? Why won't you build? I'm. Wait, you'll build there, but not while I'm holding shift to keep you from snapping away. I don't want you to snap. Okay. Whatever. Build anyway. As long as that gets connected. Then up here. These are the kind of trains I hate building in this game. Low-key. Just these teeny tiny little just hook up an industry thing. They just annoy me. But sometimes, as we are finding out, it's the only way. Why won't you build a bridge? Now you build a bridge. Alright. Okay, there's that. Let's get us a depot. We are gonna buy, we want something with a lot of power, which looks like this mogul for, yeah, it's all around more powerful. The mogul. And then we are just hauling logs, so those carry 12. How fast does this thing go? 47. So I think we're going to go with the Universal State Car, which is a mod, if you weren't aware. 108 capacity. Let's start with that. And set you on a new line. And you're already getting logs. Lovely. Alright. So basically, all of you that are returning need to go be sold. We don't want to and see, this is why I made them different vehicles, so I could tell them apart. We don't want to lose any of the product that's already loaded. So we're just gonna go up the line here and nab all of them as they come back. Okay. Oop, there's one. And there's one. Should hopefully start making pretty good money off of that. Okay. Speed things up a little bit now that I don't have to catch them before they get to the loading area. Come on. There can't be that many more of you. I guess it is a decent way from the forest. So I guess there can be that many. But I think one thing we did on the stream was actually throw more carriages at this, and we see how well it worked. We upped our transport number from like 25% to 29. Yeah, see, that's all of them. Manage line, go away. Now, now we're losing the lumber. So, we don't have any trucks yet. We just have those that carry everything. 5 of everything, go 12. Yeah. So what we need to do is just clone a bunch of these. 14, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright. We just increased our number of vehicles by like 30%. Why'd you start out down here? You had a depot right here where I need the trucks. We'll just buy a few here to help pick up some of the slack right this second until the other wave of them gets down here. I wish they'd put in logic to sense, okay, you just added a crap ton of vehicles. You have a crap ton of stuff waiting right here to get picked up. Let's spawn your vehicles at the closest depot to that. Wait, these aren't even... These are the old style. Wait, what? Huh. Well, that'll help our... darn autosave. That'll help our bottom line a little bit on this line. No, hold on. Replace everyone. There we go. Alright, that should help our throughput there greatly. And now... Yeah, our transport's up to 85% up here. We may have gone too far. I may have just forced our hand. Oh, you've gone up to 400. That's why. Oh, sorry, you got up to 800. You were at 400. That would be a very good reason. Alright, so what's next? I guess we'll let that run for a bit. We'll see how much money it's making us now. Oh hey, we got our first $1 million lines. This thing and the line going through the New York area. you're not far behind now that we've double tracked you. You can run a little better. Excellent. Excellent. And our little tool line's doing well. Where are we losing money? The New Rochelle, Yonkers, New York City, which it isn't New Rochelle, Yonkers, New York City anymore. It is just New Rochelle to Yonkers. You're not doing a lot of business, friendo. Why is that? Because everyone is preferring to just drive into New York City. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. Other than shift this line to run to New York, but in the grand scheme of things, we're not losing that much out here. I mean, we're losing more up on the tool line right this second as things kind of filter through. But overall, that's losing pennies over here. I mean, I guess we can cut a few vehicles. That raises us to 48 seconds. Let's run 7 vehicles. How about 8? Close enough. Hopefully that balances you out a little bit. As far as the Washington-Baltimore end, we haven't looked over there today. We've got our little Bassans running around. We've got our construction materials cranking. And all I really did down here was just add local transport through the city. Just to help get all the buildings connected. Like you see over here in Baltimore, we were missing these whole 2 legs of the city. Now we're only missing like this little area that's popped up, so you see they are kind of thriving on destinations now. So that is definitely good. And our next big project, I believe, is going to be turning this to rail. But I don't know when I want to do that, because I don't know that we just don't have passenger numbers down here to support it. Well, I mean, I guess we are running pretty much full. We've only got 3 or 4 people waiting, 5 people. And then here comes a bus and scoops them up. Do I want to put the train in down here? I'm gonna have to blow out like half of Washington DC to put Union Station in. That's just an unfortunate fact. Yeah, so let me get myself oriented here. Guess, where's New York? Yeah, I'm oriented kind of the right way. Because Union Station is like here in real life. So yeah, that I'd have to destroy half the city to do this right. Now I can stick it over here in the industrial side, so I don't disturb people with the emissions. You see, they're starting starting to complain a little bit about the emissions. So, alright, before we do that, let's see what we can do to crank up okay, so 24, okay, so 5 you're producing. Okay, so guess we need to up our inputs, really. Which I've thrown so many vehicles at this already. And it's not like this little detour. Well, this little detour is costing it a bit. Yeah, costing it a bit because I'm dumb. Oh, and I'm dumb again. Let's fix dumb with dumb. Now, why on earth would you go up? What? Did I set this line up backwards? Did I set this line up backwards? You go from Washington North. God dang it. I did the same thing up in Worcester. We're going the wrong way here. Pause. You go from Washington North to here, then up to the quarry. Duh. Yeah, because half these guys are coming in here with stone. That's why that line's not working so well. I can't believe I did that twice in the same game, early game. Like, those were too close together to do to do in the same game. Okay. Da, 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 da. Alright, so hopefully that picks up here in the next few minutes. Alright, so your losses have been cut, but you're still not running very full. Those are just local passenger routes that are losing money. Everything else looks to be doing very well. Let's see, you're running a little over half full. You're running a little under half full. Just looking for... We still have people on this line who haven't picked up anything. Whoops. Because they're still set up for the default's oil. Interesting. Let's see. 95 of 100. You're not running slam full constantly, so I'm not gonna add any more to you. Kingston. Let's take a visit up here to Kingston. Looks like we're running full on this line. Let's see, we got 8 waiting. How many do we have on here? 2? Do we add another vehicle? Yeah, we're making money and it's not a huge backup. It's not like we're losing people. So, we'll leave them alone. 890, yeah. Aberdeen just has one. But it's not running full, so that tells you all you need to know about that. This should hopefully start cranking out some money. Alright, so what can we work on? I'll at least up this to 40%-ish. We're hopefully making a little more than we were before. Oh, sweet Jesus, okay. I mean, we can add... No, we don't want to configure that. We want the line. Manage vehicles. Replace with... Let's do... Moguls with... These... Let's see, 54 capacity. Looks like we have 36 capacity right now. Yeah, let's just up that. So those are both replaced, so they have more carrying capacity before we start losing product because the platform's full. Let's see. This is really our only snag on this line because the side I ran it on is... Oh no. Oh, okay. Now if you were gonna stop there anyway, why did you... I don't even want to know. Don't want to know. Oh, maybe it can't clear there. Let me make that a little bit longer passing area. Why are you... What? It's been a little picky lately about snapping tracks off of things, like seriously picky. I know in reality that's a huge collision thing, but actually... honestly, I think the signal thing is kind of what's causing issues. Yeah, because you won't pull up here until you have a clear path to the next signal. So let's... Yeah, I know, I just broke it. No, why would I want that? Alright, then do that. And then the hole over here. This looks ugly as sin, but... No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the creator here. I decide what looks too ugly to keep. And I have spoken. Now, you're probably asking, Admiral, why don't you just double track it the whole way? That's too easy. Yeah, we're supposed to be in a time here where you can't afford to build the double track everywhere. But I've kind of blown that up a little bit. Because here we are 1890 and we're already making money. Which that reminds me, I meant to resume the date when I started recording. So yeah, that should hopefully run a little smoother now. Obviously we want a signal there just so we don't have any unpleasantness. Which, yeah, that didn't affect anything. Now I could, in reality, just reconfigure the station to have the freight passing track up close. But I just spent time redoing that. So am I really gonna redo it again right now? Yes, because it looks better than that. Alright, so yeah, I know, we've just broken everything from here to Timbuktu. Alright, we don't want to demolish you, we just want to configure you. So what we need is... we need to keep that platform because we need a way for people to get out here. So... we don't necessarily want people... whoops. We don't necessarily want people waiting on the same platform for different trains because that gets ugly quick. So we're gonna basically just shift everything out here. Just like that. No, I want that. That. So now people can get out there. Now we have clear passage for our freight without holding up the passengers, and we'll still have... I really should... why would I want to shift that track like that? We'll still have little passing sidings here. Just to make sure no one gets held up. But what's broken? Oh, yes, I shifted you to 3 and 4. There we go. Just like that. Just like that, we're fixed. And this is the kind of thing we're going to have to do all over the place, because if you've ever ridden a train along the Real Northeast Corridor, you have freight alongside it pretty much the whole way. And as you can see, our stations are not always on the same side of the tracks. So that is something we're going to have to watch out for. Alright. How's our tools doing now? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And where's our construction material? Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're shipping 60%. We are losing some of the stuff going to Washington, though. How? Don't know. What I do know is this went up 30%. This was at plus 50 earlier. Yeah, now it's at 80 because we've upped the construction materials so far. So that is very good. That should hopefully start upping the number of people that want to move around down here. See, Baltimore is getting more now. So we're gonna add, no, not a mass clone. Just gonna add one vehicle. And this is setting the stage for, yeah, rail transport, that's what. I'm sorry, I am out of it today. We're gonna build it with just one platform because that's all that really should be needed. Let's not aim that right at the food factory. Yeah, okay, so we're built on the same relative angle as the real Union Station. We're just in a slightly different place. Hey, there we go. Just eminent domain, the people's houses, no big deal. Yeah, see, they're back. Alright, so we've got that there. Now where do we build Baltimore Pen? And yes, I do mean Baltimore Pen. Some of you have probably noticed this mod sitting down there. Oh yeah, we can even build it in the, ooh, the old era looks nice. With a bus stop, yes please. Station site. So unfortunately, we only need 2 tracks, but the lowest we can go is 3. Anyway, I'm thinking out here, kind of realistic-ish location. So let's pause so we can do this without the game trying to regrow buildings. Oh, but this is gonna screw with, ooh. This sounds like a problem for later. Come on, autosave. There we go. Oh, I don't think it's supposed to be black. I don't know. There might be a texturing issue with the mod. Not entirely sure. I wish. See if I take it to the new era. That doesn't change anything. Except the texture of the bus stop. Interesting. Well, we'll leave that alone for now. Now, hold on, I told you 3 main tracks. Why are you... Oh, that's... interesting. What is going on? So is... Oh, this isn't a platform out here. Huh. I want to... Take away the... Well, let me leave passing track. Well, I guess we've got 3 tracks. Because why not? Alright. So we can let things continue to roll while we start to build. So let's take a track. Oh, I am dumb. I'm buying 50-mile-an-hour trains in places. I just realized all my tracks been limited to 28. We'll go fix everyone else after we get this line set up. So we'll go in there. Now, do you have underpasses? Can people get to... I guess those stairs are functioning. I haven't... yeah, okay, they function. Anyway, out here, we're gonna go double track right off the bat. I really should have done this on like hard or something, because we're gonna have... At this rate, we're gonna have the Northeast Corridor done by next episode. Yeah, so you're installed. We just break you off and do wherever the depots went. There we go. Now, what do we want for our power? Guess we'll actually run the moguls, even though they're... Do we want to go with... These don't carry as much, and they're a little cheaper. So since we're not, like, overflowing with capacity, let's run that by 2 of them. Start them on a new line, which I need to add in a crossover up here. Boom, there we go. And you're gonna force me to do signals, aren't you? No. We don't need a signal there. There we go. Alright. So, NEC. Bolt wash. Okay. So those should hopefully space themselves out decently, since I only have 1 signal on each end. But now the trick, well, people can walk in from there. Or we manage this line and we take away Washington Street and add that. There we go. As for you, so all vehicles, we're gonna lose a little bit in refunds, but whatever. Get rid of you. Then we need to So just this line, we need a new stop. And right there, manage line, get rid of Highland Street. And that's that. Which we need, well, yeah, we need a couple more stops. So we're gonna add another line. Kinda runs out to the corners here. Through there. And we're gonna buy some vehicles. Hopefully they can find their way there. Oh no, there's one in the city. There we go. Passenger L'Obéissant. There we go. So that should address movement decently well. We're missing out on little bits and pieces of Baltimore. I'll address that later. Right now, 3 of 63. Lovely. That's better. 34. 35. Yeah, we're doing all right. Now the important part is we've got both ends of the corridor started and we've got the middle. And we're not far away from connecting on either side. We're probably not going to run to Aberdeen today because despite my attempts at getting Aberdeen to start building up, it's not going very far. I don't know if we should start trying to get food or if we should start bringing construction materials. But that is going to require rail traffic. Which, oh, I thought for a second that passing track went all the way through. It doesn't. I guess we can try to. The trick is we need to cross over. Because our passing track through Baltimore is on this side. I don't know that we really have enough to spare right now anyway. Unless we do with this like we did with the logs and pop a train in for this, but I don't know. Will it probably eventually be a train? Yeah, I'd say there's like a 60% chance. But I'm debating if that's enough to make me go ahead and do it right now. Which I'm coming up on an hour for this video, so I probably don't want to dive straight for the train, because that's going to be an involved project. Could probably save that for next time. So there's Aberdeen, Wilmington. We still need to get transport, like just buses set up in here to get them growing a little bit. Let's see. What other projects are there to get into? You're okay. You're okay. Are we bleeding money anywhere? You're brand new, so of course we're bleeding money there. We're running exactly half full. Half full's about the profit threshold usually, so I guess we're okay-ish there, and we're bouncing in and out of $2 million lines here. Okay. Are there any stations that are doing particularly bad? Just those two. Worcester Annex is doing poor with this. We need better trucks. Is what we need. We need the what are they? The steam trucks or the Benzes? One of the two. So this is gonna suffer until we get that. Unless I add another track and run train line around here. It's definitely tempting. I mean, our production's already at a point where we're leaving it on the table over there. We're getting just about everything we want over here. So I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Well, hold on. How are we doing in Kingston? We're beautiful in Kingston. I don't think I've ever actually maxed anything like that out before. So yeah, we're gonna actually leave the logs and all that alone. So I think we're gonna call that an episode. I know the last few minutes have been me just mumbling under my breath about what to do, but that's the conclusion all that's led to. Oh, hello there. Those fish or dolphins? Those are fish. So yeah, so we're gonna leave it there for today. Thank you for. Oh, before we go, for those who did not see the live stream, the big feature of this autumn update is there's obviously there's traffic improvements, there's the snapping things we looked at. My favorite though, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Oh, and there we go. I thought we broke the game trying to do it. Three-way switches. I'm so happy we finally get this. I'm sad that it took this long into the game's history to get it. This is the last update. But at least if there's a Transport Fever 3, we'll have that from the start. So we will leave this where we started. Right here, watching everything run around New York. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. Ooh, oh, 100 miles an hour. Too bad we don't have cars that can keep up with that. Anyway, squirrel moment. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time.